Hey everyone, Paint with Rick, part 2. What I did, I started with red, yellow, and blue. I mixed my greens, dark, medium, and then light. I'm going to have a very light blue sky. I want to warn you, when you do your skies, don't make it like really blue. I do that sometimes. There's a term for that. It's called bluing out your painting. I'll make a very light blue, which I already have mixed here. I got some grays for the foothills and a bluish gray for the mountains. And I found one brush, one traditional oil brush, and I'm going to use that, okay? Uh, let's get started. I'm going to start with all the sky. Let me show you the picture one more time. You can notice here that the water is actually blue down here. So I'm going to do the sky and then all the blue that peeks through the trees. And then I'll probably do the mountains after that. But I'm going to use the paint thinner, not linseed oil, okay? I'm going to thin it out with the paint thinner. And I just want to lay base colors down here first. And then we're going to add to it. Once we get all the colors laid in, uh, doesn't have to be that thin. I got it too thin. I'll thicken it up a little. Paint thinner instead of linseed oil. I'll probably use linseed oil. This will dry pretty quick, this underpaint. So what I'm going to do is fill my sky in. It's a very light blue, which is what I want. And I'm going to put it in between the trees. I know we're going to have some blue poking through here, so put some blue. Very good. Let me get a little bit of white. I want to lighten it up down here. At the mountains, at the horizon. All right, very good. Let's see how that looks in the frame. Very good. I'm going to get my color now for the mountain here, okay? It's a bluish gray, okay? Just use very, very little paint thinner, okay? Very little paint thinner. I'm gonna try and paint like holding the brush like this, okay? Because we want it to look loose, okay? We'll see how it turns out. All right, those will be distant mountains. Now these are going to be foothills in front of it, and they're a little bit lighter or a little darker. They're more grayish color. Uh, some foothills. I might have to add some darker color to it here, but I'll put in some foothills here. Looks like it's showing up like distant trees, okay? This is a different way to paint. This is how people usually paint when they go out in the woods, out in the wilderness. Let's run a little bit of that water now. I know there's going to be, the water was blue, so I'm going to run blue down in here. Very light blue. I know the picture didn't have any clouds, but I'm probably going to add, I'll probably add some clouds in the scene. And then I think there was some water, yeah, peeking through right about here, through the bushes here. So let's add our blue in there. I'm going to lighten up the water in the back here so it looks further away. Just at the very back. Very good. I'm gonna go back to my sky, and I think I thinned that out too much. So hopefully that dries pretty quick, and then I can I'll add some clouds in there. That's okay. Let me start laying in the shade now, the shade color. So I got a dark green here that I mixed blue and yellow. And most of the shade, the light's coming from the left, so most of our shade color is going to be over here, like on the right side. So what I'm going to do is add dark green on the right side of these bushes coming across. Dark green here. And then there's going to be another bush. There's going to be let me start over here now. Let me get the picture in my hand here. So we're going to have dark trees behind those trees. So I'm just going to add in some dark green in here. Right on the side of that water, peeking through there. These are going to be darker. All right, then we're going to have this bush here is going to come here. I got a different green now, just laying in colors. And then this bush came over here. This is the next color, next lighter color than the dark one, okay? Then there's going to be some bushes in front of those there, our trees, right in here. Let me lay in my grass now in the front here so I can see what's going on here. I'm just going to lay in a light green down here for the grass. I'm using a big brush. This is the only brush I could find, but I think it'll turn out all right. I'll have grass on this side. And that pathway, I'm going to use brown for the pathway here. I'm just going to lay it in really rough right now. I have a path going back. Get some white. I'm going to lighten it up back here in the distance. I'm going to get another set of green because there's going to be more bushes in front of those on the pathway. It's a different color. I'm going to lay in some shade at the bottom, darker green at the bottom of these bushes. I think it's turning out pretty good. Let's lay in a little bit of shadow on the edge of this grass here. Maybe that dirt is like a mound casting a shadow into this grass, okay? Now we can just put some shadows in here. Maybe there's a tree somewhere right here that we don't see, casting some shadow down in here. All right, let's do the tree up there. It's going to be pretty, the leaves on here are pretty dark. So what I'm going to do is just lay in some green up here for the treetops. It's the darker green I made. Just going to loosely put it in there. Very good. Now let me add a little bit of, the light was coming from the left, so I'm going to put a little highlights here and there with this light green that I have. Maybe a little more shadow over here on this side. All right, there's our tree. Let's finish this bush here. I'm gonna keep it dark in the middle here. And I'm gonna lighten up the bushes in front of it a little bit. And then darken the bottom part of those bushes. It's looking pretty good so far. I kind of like it. I'm going to do the trunks now. What happened here? Got carried away with my brush there. I'm just using this big brush, but I mean it's coming out okay. Let me put another color green in the grass here. Get some different flavors going down here. Darken up some more spots so it looks maybe like there's hills in there, little hills. All right, there's our grass. Should be painting like this, painting loose, okay? Let's darken up some of this pathway now. I got a different color brown. Let's darken up the right side because this bushes would be casting a shadow down on this path on this side. Okay, some darker brown there. I got another picture I took out there that has there's a fence. Uh, I'm going to do my trees now. Like this one is hidden behind those bushes, so I'm going to run just a few trunks up here into that tree. This one actually comes down in front of those smaller bushes here. Something like that. Let me get a little bit of white. Very good. Okay. Let's see how it's looking. Not bad. Not bad at all. You try and add a little red tint to the trunk here. Straight red. Mix it in there with that brown. All right, so in the picture, I'm getting a lot of light, like right in here. I'm going to try a little bit of titanium white, see what that does. That's too much. The yellow. Yellow here and here. Get some more yellow out. Oh, I got some over here. And we got some light hitting like right here. Across these bushes. And down across the top of these. I think I got to add some more dark on the sides here. All right, that looks good. Yellow. It's looking good. Let me add some yellow light down in the grass here. Very good. I hope you guys are liking this. This is something different for me. I can't wait to go out to the park and do do one like live, you know. Better clean the brush off. Fix my mountains. I think I like it. Something different. Something different. Yeah, now it looks like I can add to my sky now. I'm gonna lighten up the horizon here a little more. Get some blue. It's almost like I didn't clean my brush off good enough. It's getting another color mixed in there, but that's all right. It's giving it like a yellow tint. Let's throw some clouds up there. Let's see, I'll put some, since this is a loose painting, I'm just going to put like indications of clouds in there. Nothing special. Just some white. White up in there. Alright guys, I think I like that. I think this is an easy one for you to get practice on. It's not much detail, but it looks cool, you know. Oh, let me get that light spot out of there. There we go. Why, I didn't notice that light spot. But doesn't that look cool? Real easy painting, okay? If you get a picture like I did, you could follow the shadows and you'll know where the dark spots are. And just get a mixture of different greens and give it a try. I think you'll like it. I'm going to add a bird up there, actually. I don't have any black out, so I'm going to use some blue. Put a bird. Give him a buddy. And I think that's about it. I don't want to do much more on it. I just want it to be kind of simple. Okay. All right, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Now we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.